Well, since I put that stuff in the tyre, it was going down every day. I needed to fill it up every day. And in fact, I filled it up in the morning and then I went down to the silage pit, and when I put the shear grab on, because of the weight of it, it was like pressing on the tyre and making it bounce. It's worked. It's totally worked. Like 100% worked. Let me show you what it was. It was that stuff at Dairy Tech, and I did like a demonstration with a wheel. But let me show you what it was. Hold on. Honestly, we can't afford a new tyre right now, like at all. We're spending a lot of money, and this has literally saved us, what, 100 quid? Brilliant. And I've only used half of it. Not even half of it even. You know when it's dry, when you can get over there and get a bale with the bobcat. And so any of you that have watched for a while, you'll understand the yard's been full of precast. Ordinarily, we would try not to do this. We've had them at the side of roads before, we've stacked them in the yard before, we've had them down the silage pit, but not really in a field. It's not ideal at all. We know some people in the village who do this on a mass scale, and they disc theirs and it like roll it and disc it, and it seems to do the trick. Yeah, I think Roy's slightly more optimistic than I am. So the question you all want answering: do cows like sweets? Do you like it? I'm going to get in trouble in a minute because I'm not doing any work. So this guy here staying, a friend of ours wants him just because he is a proper honest bull. Actually, with pretty good breeding, to be fair, but he's just not been pushed on. Like it literally is a bit of bloody grain and silage. So when we've ever bought bulls from people, the best bulls we've bought have been the ones from like homebred producers, if you know what I mean, like us. The small farmer, should we say. Any from the bigger outfits that we've bought, especially the reputable breeders, let's wink at that, who are winning all of the big shows, they're terrible. Absolutely terrible. So yeah, that's why we kept this one back from a friend of ours, and hopefully you're doing well. Anything that we've bred in the past, for Chaz for instance, they've never been pushed on. Like when they're standing double that height there and they're glowing mahogany red and they've got like literally water troughs full of cake in front of them. I've just been clearing out under the stairs and I put out a load of old boxes. Roy had an obsession with Dallas, a bit like the Cannon Hall boys do, like a serious obsession to where I think he thought he was JR. So he bought himself a Stetson, watch your space. Like, it's not even a fake one. It's like a proper jobby. The box has just fallen out. So I was like, oh my God, that's proper smart, right? Like, imagine me with actual hair, like, looking good, right? And I was like, I love it. Can we have it on display? I could just see it. And Roy said, no. Will you try it on for me?
Come on, I want to take the street then.
Will you try it on for me though? He said no. Yes, I might not suit them, but I just wanted it hanging in my kitchen somewhere cool, like underneath that picture maybe. He said no, put it back in the box. So we are currently chainsawing trees on the lane to make way for tankers to be able to get their way down. So we're just having a good tidy up because that lorry came yesterday with the bulk tank on, and he got in absolutely fine. But he was, like, you could hear all the branches brushing across the top of this bloody cab. So we thought we'd have a good clear up and make sure that that didn't happen. So these are the ladies here that are going on Tuesday, I think these ones are. Yeah. Hello, girls. That one there. No, sorry. Yeah, the red one right at the back, that one's not going completely, doesn't fit in with the crowd, to be fair. We thought there might be something wrong with it, so we had the vet check it out. Nothing wrong with it whatsoever. Absolutely fine. I think it's just being pushed out by these bad girls. So they've all run up here, which is absolutely marvellous. So this is the second one I wanted. It's number 361 and a bit of a wiry one, to be perfectly honest. You can stay there. Hey, steady kid, steady. Are you ready, Anna? Nothing like leaving you in charge. Go on, Nas. Woo, woo. Well done, well done. Roy's just got a phone call from Ireland. I have a feeling the mats are about to be delivered now.
Now?
Yeah, now. No, they're not here now. He's just getting directions. 11 o'clock tomorrow, the mats will be here. Roy is the bearer of bad news. The man from Ireland says that the driver is called Jack and he's not got very good English, which I presume means he's not Irish. Either that or he's that Irish that his English is bad. But surely that's not the case. Anna, do you know they've banned wellies from co-op?
Just because of Dad.
Morning, kiddies. So today we have a delivery of mats coming, mattresses, Cubicle mattresses, all the way from Ireland. Unfortunately delivered by a Polish guy. I am gutted. You will understand. I love a good Irish accent, but I'm gonna get a Polish one, but never mind. I'm going to meet the wagon just because he's a little bit lost. We are a really bad place to find. Postcode takes you somewhere entirely different, and you end up our next door neighbours that you can see, but the lane is nowhere near ours. So yeah, gonna go meet him and see if we can get him navigated into the actual farm. He should find it much easier today because we chopped all the trees yesterday and made quite a good path for him down the lane I'm going down now. I am not driving. Come on, wagon. He's coming. I feel kind of... The wagon's coming. He's behind me. Can you see him? He's here. Oh, it's a good job we chopped them trees out. That was the best decision we made. Cleared a few branches off these here. They're at the side there. And then I'll show you. Come on, wagon. I feel kind of like a strange sense of power leading a giant wagon. I think it's the pure size of it. Despite him not being Irish, really disappointed. And then we cleaned these here. Can you see? There was a couple of overhanging branches off a beech tree there, and then that big oak tree had quite a low bough. So we've cleared them off. And then this is all kind of in preparation for big wagons coming. There was a low hanging bough off that one as well, and we've cleared that off. Our sheep have all escaped, but there's a wagon. Priorities are being tested right now. Well, they're only eating beet. Like, it's not the end of the world, is it? I don't even know where they've got out, to be fair. I think it's up here. The wagon is from Southern Ireland. This isn't actually. I thought it was the mattresses. It's not. So these are troughs. We literally ordered these, what, 2 days ago? Oh, yes. So these are the cattle troughs for the shed. We didn't want turnover troughs. So we've just got quick release. The calves one's not stainless steel, but that's what we asked for. And they literally, when did we order them? Friday. Just loading up the cubicles that were too big. And we've got new ones dropped off, which I'll show you in a minute. This little bad boy. Oh, nice. Nice. If we could just leave this, that'd be great. A little turnover crate. This is great. Obviously not right now, but these things here are what are going to hold like the cubicles down, the mats down. This thing on the back of the wagon, anybody, it's raining, sorry. When our ship comes in, we'll be waiting at the airport. Limerick. Me and Roy need to go on a road trip. Yes. Bit further that way. Perfect. Is why the cladding is so important. Like, the rain has literally come 60 foot into the shed. And if that was clad, I have a feeling it'd be a lot more wet. Well, obviously I have a feeling. Oh, I feel it in my waters. It's going to be a lot more weather tight. There's a 30% chance that it's already raining. You can see on the floor where these rooms, just with that wall there, have protected this bit here. So yeah, cladding is imminent as soon as the guys are available. I just need to get some special hanging. In fact, I'll do that today. You have just reminded me. Hanging things. Yes. Oh, the neck rails fit brilliant. So we can crack on with putting them on. And then shortly, mattresses will be turning up as well. So, news on the tyre. Absolutely rock solid. Even with the shear grab on, which is a fair weight, to be honest, especially when it's loaded and on a bit of an adapter plate as well, which sticks out a little bit further, makes it heavier. Brilliant stuff. Would recommend. Roy's falling out with the Merlot. I need to go and move the car. I've parked the car down here out the way of the lorry. And Roy's about to race me. To be fair though, the Bobcat only goes 12 miles an hour, 12.5 miles an hour. And I do know that I can outrun it because I've done it many times getting up the yard before he does. There is sheep everywhere. Oh God, I should really move them before Roy comes down. Because she's going to get in trouble. She's going to get in big trouble for escaping sheep getting everywhere. Make it in time, I had to move the car. You know I'm in trouble. You know I'm in big trouble. All my sheep have escaped. I look like a drowned rat. But we have fitting neck rails. And honestly, can you believe that we tried to put them in on, what? Friday, I think? And they were wrong. And already new ones have arrived from Ireland. Like literally fresh off a boat. Amazing. Honestly, amazing. What service. What service. Where you're escaping from. Jesus Christ, look at this. This all, I think, is just going to be to scrap. We thought we might use it. It came from the garage when we built that. It's like cladding, but for underneath. Oh, guys, what a mess. Get lost. Go on. Oh, yeah. This is a great fence, this is. Welcome to having a farm as a building site. Are we enjoying the Licorellas? Look at little boobs wiggling. Standing with the sheep is a massive success. Yes, it's yokel. Yes, it's just a scrow of gates that I've thrown together with baling twine, but you know what? I quite frankly couldn't care what it looks like because they're standing on hard ground. Now, if they were in that field, honestly, they would be knee deep in mud by now. To boom over with the Merlot and fill it up without going in is an absolute game changer. It just makes feeding them so much easier and more efficient. I'm really sorry. So on my new beginning of my YouTube, you may have noticed Scottman Nutrition's listed as a sponsor, which is really cool. So them guys have jumped on board after I've made a load of videos about how much I love the Mega Start buckets. Totally grateful to have anything to do with them. Honestly, it's really, really cool. And I'm super proud of that. So yeah, obviously Ridgeliner down as well. Couldn't leave them out. Shameless plug, shameless plug. You'll never see me in anything else. Yesterday when the Merlot was out of action, we used the Bobcat to cut silage down the silage pit. And I think Roy has just realised the value of that high flow pump, because it literally sinks into it like a knife through butter. Whereas the Merlot, no offense to Merlot, it's bloody brilliant in so many ways, and it has been instrumental in the building of that shed. The Merlot just does not have a good enough oil pressure somehow. Sorry, I'm just watching. So this morning, when he was probably meant to be jumping on the Merlot and filling the Keenan up, he instead reached for the Bobcat, which I am highly surprised at. Highly surprised. I did do a bit of a review about the pumps and the ferocity of being able to close the grab on that silage, because it's not a little ask, is it? Like, you know, you're asking for quite a bit off using a shear grab. And you expect less from the Bobcat because it's a smaller machine, but it does have a better pump, a better oil pump. There is the offending corner. That is a piece of my Merlot. For courses though, isn't it? That Bobcat was not going to lift that milk tank off, nor was it going to lift the neck rails off this morning. It would have done, but the Merlot was easier because you can get to the centre of the wagon. Just different machines for different uses, isn't it? And I am glad that we do have both. Thinking next week what I'm going to do is I'm going to go and invest in a quad track because I need one. The animal that jumped out of one group and into another. Hello. So that there was in the older group and he jumped into this field and he now lives with the youngsters. What do you want from me, you naughty little schnotter? I got asked the other day why have we picked Mayo mattresses. I'm only saying this because it's all just come about that they're going to be going in and the trucks are arriving and stuff. We picked it for two specific reasons. Number one, we like the product, and bear in mind it's all bought and paid for before anyone jumps to conclusions that, you know, this is a paid advertisement. It definitely isn't. I liked it. Roy liked it. We believed in the product. Now, the product itself wasn't grant funded. It wasn't eligible for grant funding because it wasn't from what I believe, like a wrapped bloody, you know, full length mattress like these things that we've got in. Let me show you why I do not like the product that was endorsed and said to be the number one and the one that was preferred for the grant, which is this product here. This looking like this, so that you understand. Right, this bit's new, right? That bit's 20 years old. That bit's new. That bit's 20 years old, right? This product here is only not very old. It's already got holes in. Now, would you look how much water it's holding? It's not a good product. That's not a good product. That's a bad product. That's a really, really, really bad product that an expert panel of judges or whatever and a vet, whoever the vet is, they need strung up. Honestly, they need strung up for endorsing that product. It is horrendous. Imagine mastitis. Your cow's lying on that with you know, obviously milky cows are different to ours, but like, just horrendous how that's been endorsed. And yet the products that we've picked aren't. The dislike for the product that we already have experience with is one reason. That reason that you've just seen. They wear fast, they ripple, they kind of like, they hold moisture. You've just seen. You don't even need explanation. You've just seen it with your own eyes. Yeah. Another reason we don't like them full runs is because when one bit breaks and gets ruined, the whole run literally is to replace in like a big patch. It's a huge job. Whereas the mattresses we've gone for are single mats, and if one breaks, you basically just pull it out and put a new one in. Absolutely brilliant. But as well, it is one solid piece. It sort of reminds me, I'm going to say all this wrong, it sort of reminds me of like thick memory foam, kind of. Like thick memory foam rubber. Is that what you'd describe it as? Home, and I ate my chips and they were really good. So back to the matting thing. I wish ours were here so I could show you them and use them as a reference, but they're not. So there's two main players in the single, you know, like the mats that are separate with the trim down the middle. So you've got your Easy Fix ones and then you've got your Mayo ones. So the reason why we went with Mayo, even though in the beginning I like the look of the Easy Fix ones with like they've got like a rubber, like in with the mat, they've got like a rubber hump kind of thing as the brisket board. I loved that. I thought that was cool as hell, and that was what I was angling for. Anyway, one of the reasons why we went with Mayo was not only did we really like the product when it was showed and explained to us, it was because they were specifically designed for jerseys. So our brisket board, I think it's 63 inches from the back, which means that our cows are going to be in a position where their asses are going to hang over the edge of the, obviously the edge of the concrete, and they're going to poo in the passageway. Now, if our cows were to go and lie in, say, one of Tom Pemberton's cubicles, they'd likely all dump on the mat and it'd be harder work to clean out. So that's one reason that's why we chose them. But as well, all of the actual cubicles, they're not just cubicles for Holsteins that are narrowed down. The actual cubicles that are shaped for jerseys, they're a different thing altogether. Oh, the mattresses, the mats are here. They're just on the way down the lane now. So I'll just video them unloading them because you all know I love a time lapse. I didn't get an Irishman this morning, but I have got a man from Accrington, a fellow Lancashire. It's just getting better. Oh wow, these are all for us. Wow. Boy's just gonna unload with my broken Merlot. John Deere PD and some Heifers, just because we want to sell them and we don't want any contacts on them later on. And these guys here have just found like a big bag of feed that they're quite happy with. We're just pushing all the cows through. Come on, ladies. You're naughty. She's naughty. She's the naughtiest one we've got now. Come on. She's naughty. Come on, girls. Just naughty. Tell Roy they're doing that, but like, what am I gonna do? What am I gonna do? I'm not gonna stop him, am I? Thank you very much for watching. As always, I appreciate each and every single one of you. So don't forget to like, share, subscribe. You made it to the end. You deserve an absolute medal. Love you long time, and I'll see you next time.